accesses account. But hi everybody. Good to see you. Oh, that was funny. I went into the other screen where I'm just like spamming Pokemon Showdown. And that's the one where it works. But I wasn't gonna go into that screen immediately. So that was then I went into this one where it's both of us, and nope, it's not on here.
Well,
Welcome to episode 68, where I still can't get it right.
hey guys. I mean, if we got it right, that wouldn't be Pokesports. That would just be another podcast.
That would be Noki Sports.
Oh yes, perfect.
Yeah.
Noki Sports.
Nokia Sports.
The Nokia podcast.
It's the Nokia podcast, and now I'm realizing that this is just the wrong size anyway. So it's a good opportunity for me to.
People getting real excited about my rant. Don't worry, it's coming.
Oh, your rant, true. Yeah, you got that coming. I feel like I've got
that's this whole episode. Oh, you got a rant too? Perfect. Me and Mike are on the same page.
Of course, I got a rant.
Hey guys, look, my words are backwards. Welcome to Sporkskiop.
Well, they're. Oh yeah, true. I'm used to in my world. That is just like a you thing. Because, like, in Zoom, everything is backwards unless you're actually the person who is looking at you. Anyway.
Zoom is backwards.
Yeah, because it shows you, like, an inverted view. Like, you're looking at yourself in a mirror kind of thing.
That's how you know my job isn't real. I don't use Zoom.
Oh, that's fair.
I'm still there.
Oh, buddy. It's okay. It's okay.
You playing random battles again? What's happening? We're gonna do this for the whole episode?
I may or may not be playing random battles for a good portion of this episode.
Oh no.
Because this is what entertains me right now. But Kevin, are you ready to have some fun today?
What are we having today?
We're talking all about a couple of pretty fun things. So maybe we should get into it. First of all, I want to welcome all the people who are joining us. People like Gil VGC talking about Big Sylveon. Dill Pickle saying 68 episode. Next one's going to be the nice one. Absolutely. You always have to have episode noise to get it right. It's very, very true. Forget base Calyrex is type null. Normal type. Type null is actually normal type. And this one has rest for some reason. So that's fun.
Type null, more like type normal. Haha.
I got him. You got him.
Is this how you win random battles? You just set up 3 swords dances?
More or less. You know,
keep going.
If
keep
the
going
Claydol,
for 6, you won't.
Well, if the Claydol hadn't have Dynamax there, I would have actually been in a much better position. But
Curtis, I got a lot of time to use base Calyrex. I said I'd do it. You bet I'm saving it for last.
You committed to using base Calyrex on the channel?
I think my exact words were, I'll use them all except Cosmog and Cosmoem. So.
Oh no! What have you done?
I'm stuck here. I'm stuck with base Calyrex. I am also stuck with regular Kyurem. I'm also stuck with regular Necrozma.
Huh.
It just kind of seems like suffering at that point, but I guess I'll be okay.
Yeah.
They're all bad.
They're all bad. Exactly. All right, folks, let's get into it. This is Pokésports Podcast, episode 68, entitled Pokemon Day Waiting Room. That was it. Pokemon Day Waiting Room in Series 7 again. Yay, Series 7 again. Love that. Hello and welcome to Pokésports, a competitive Pokemon podcast. I'm Mike and I play with 2 Pokemon on the field.
I'm Kevin. And apparently, I replay metagames.
Oh no.
I'm mad.
No. Hey, if you're joining us on YouTube, it is now Monday. It is Monday, February 22nd, which is a day late. We usually do our podcast recordings on Sundays at 9 p.m. on our YouTube channel. Today we're doing it on Monday. We're doing it a day late, but imagine if we didn't, you wouldn't have had this fact. I learned this one today. Did you know that Calyrex has the biggest weight difference between its forms?
No.
Yeah. Ghost Rider is almost 54 kilograms, and Ice Rider is 809. It's actually a difference of 755 kilograms between its forms, which is important information.
I mean, that's because ghosts don't have mass. I guess.
Says you.
So with this information, we can assume that a regular Calyrex is only 54 kilograms. That'd actually be interesting. What's Calyrex's weight?
Right? I'm pretty sure that's actually what Calyrex's weight is.
That'd be crazy.
Calyrex
is 7.7 kilograms.
Oh wow, okay, wow. I mean, the ghost has a little bit of mass, I guess.
I guess the ghost weighs something.
Yeah.
The weight difference comes from its ankles.
So just to let everybody know, today's episode is going to be a little bit different. We're trying to pivot a little bit on the actual screen. So on the video version today, there's no PowerPoint presentation. Usually for the past 67 episodes, I've been preparing PowerPoint presentations for you. Not this time. This time I think, you know what, let's just keep it on our face. Let's talk. Maybe every now and then I'll bring it over to Pokemon Showdown where I'm just spamming random battles all the time. And then every now and then I'll talk to you about, you know, where I'm at on my showdown experience. Yeah.
It's about time we get some change. I mean, our faces are better anyway. You get to see us nice and large.
Oh, wow.
Hello.
Hot take.
These are my blemishes. What?
Yeah. Today is episode 68, so that means it's Machamp Day.
Yay! 4 arms.
4 arms.
Goro. What's that Mortal Kombat? Did you see that Mortal Kombat trailer, guys? What's that Mortal Kombat character? Oh, there's a Mortal Kombat trailer. You should watch it. It's great.
There's a Mortal Kombat character named Goro.
Yeah? Machamp is essentially Goro, right? They got 4 arms.
Yes.
Is there like some Japanese mythological creature that has 4 arms?
Probably. I'm not an expert at that.
It's probably what Machamp's based off of.
I mean, yeah. Probably. So since we're now at the end of this evolution line, it's our job to guess what next week's gonna be. Kevin, what do you think after the Machamp line is?
What can possibly be Pokemon number 69? It'd have to be in the middle of the Dex. So it's like one of those mid-Dexers that no one really knows about. Like, they know they're there, but they don't really know the order to them.
It has to be in the middle of the Dex, so it's a mid-Dexer. Yep. Those are the words that just came out of your mouth.
The thing is, I can name like the first 25, but after 25, that's mid-Dexers. Like, that's just a wild area right there.
Yeah. And you know how much we love wild areas.
I'm gonna say Geodude.
Okay. I feel like we're somewhere around the Slowpoke line. It feels like we may be somewhere around the Slowpoke line. Should I go and check?
Sure.
Okay.
Might as well spoil it.
What is Pokemon number 69? It's Bellsprout. That is underwhelming.
That's very appropriate.
Is it? How?
Who's gonna tell him?
Oh, I don't see it, but that's okay.
Okay. I'll tell you later.
Oh, I think I kind of get it, but I don't know if I want. Okay. Anyway, folks, I'll tell you, TechPug VGC, you sneaky person, joined my random battle and told me Bellsprout.
Wait, that's cheating.
I didn't look until just a second, but that's totally what they said. It's amazing. Anyway, in Pokemon news, a Shiny Toxicity event is going to be running alongside the Shining Fates set. If you are into the Pokemon cards, Shining Fates just came out, and a bunch of people just got massive boxes shipped to their house, my old roommate included, with like Elite Trainer boxes and all that stuff for Shining Fates, because everyone's just going so hard with Pokemon cards right now.
I'll pass.
I'm not a fan of the fad that's going on, that people are doing this for money. Get your stocks, get your crypto. Just stop treating Pokemon cards like that, man. Like, just play the game. Anyway,
this reminds me of Amiibo. You remember the Amiibo days?
Oh yeah.
Jeez. Now
But this one's like actually viable
retail.
now.
Yeah, like right now you can get any Amiibo for retail, but like before I used to have there used to be $100 Amiibos. I used to have like a $45 Lucario Amiibo. Like it was crazy.
Wow.
And now they all
had
just sell for retail.
Oh no, that one backfired.
Funny story. No, funny story actually. It was I was in college, so I didn't have a lot of money, and I went to PAX East. I don't know if this was the same year that you were there, but
I don't think that was. Yep.
Ryan, our hunter, and covered the hotel room, and I didn't have money to pay him back. So I was just like, I will give you this Lucario Amiibo, which is valued at $45 right now to cover my share, because I think I owed him like $40.
You madman.
And he took it. So Ryan, if you're out there, you lost a lot of money.
Oh, no. That didn't end well. That's hilarious though. I'm so upset.
So Mike, my next offer is I got this Wobbuffet.
Yeah, you do.
V card.
Oh boy.
Full art, sealed.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows what it's worth in a couple of years, man?
Almost nobody. Wow. So here's the thing though about the Shiny Toxicity event. You kind of have to be at a GameStop.
Pokemon,
right? Well, I mean, you have to be at a GameStop to get it. GameStop in the US, or EB Games in Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Micromania in France, or Game Mania in Belgium or Netherlands. You can get it until March 19th. And my question is, what?
Does anyone want to inform Game Freak there's a pandemic going on?
What is happening?
It makes sense they're giving away a toxic Pokemon because everyone's about to get infected. For number one, people still play with Toxicity.
Right?
Number two, yeah, what? Why is this a thing? I mean, I guess this is a way to promote GameStop after, to the moon, but it's different. It's nice that like in-person things are happening, but I feel like it might be a little bit too early for things happening,
Yeah, might be a little premature to be giving it out like that. Like to give out a code and be like, "Hey, go and use this code to go and get this Pokemon." Sure. I'm with you there. But oh boy, no, not that way. That's not the way.
Cuz like you got to be close to each other to be in the same max raid, right?
Yes.
Because this is what this is. This is like a max raid event, I'm assuming? Or is it just like a, hey, I'm going to pick this code up and leave? Fall Guys Pokemon number 69.
Now, it could have something to do with using a Pokemon Pass, Lupus is saying in the chat. And I don't know what a Pokemon Pass is. Do you know what a Pokemon Pass is?
These are these like, I don't want to sound like mean. These are these casual aspects of Pokemon that I have little interest in and pay very little attention to.
No, that's fair. That's fair. All right. Also, between February 26th and 28th, we all need to commit to taking on a Gigantamax Pikachu. If more than 1 million people beat it in game, we will all get 100 Armorite ore and 100 Dynite ore in early March. That's a lot of ore to be getting.
I remember having to grind for that garbage. Jeez.
Yep.
100 Dynite ore? A Dynite ore is actually really hard to get.
Yes.
So that's pretty legit.
It's all
1 million people
hard.
beat it. I somehow feel like we won't be able to do it since we almost didn't do that. What was that Pokemon?
The
that electric
Zeraora?
type. Yeah, we almost didn't even. We didn't manage that one in 1 week, so I don't think we can do this one in 2 days. Right. Oh, it is Pokemon Day though. It's Pokemon Day weekend, so maybe people will come out and play their Switch again. Who knows?
I mean, I'm hopeful. Because that's a big reward though. I want that reward.
The thing is, so is this shiny Zeraora.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that is true. Oh, okay.
What happens.
In Smogon news, UU is suspect testing Terrakion, and that's literally the only piece of Smogon news that there is.
Well, they said they were taking a break, right?
They did, but
I guess Terrakion's that bad.
Terrakion is that good that they're just like, I know what we said, but
This Pokemon is becoming a little bit of an issue.
yeah.
That's weird because Terrakion, I figured wouldn't be as good in singles, but it gets like Stone Edge and rocks and stuff in singles.
Sure does.
I feel like rocks in general are just really good in singles.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. And then in VGC news, Series 9 has been revealed, I guess is the word, if you can call it that. It looks like as of May 1st, and I wish I had like a soundboard that I could put a drum roll on, like a really sad drum roll, like that fades, you know, like, and then like turns into a groan at the very end of it. Series 9 is going to go back to Series 7 rules. We're losing the one legendary that they allowed us to have and going back to nothing.
My thing.
Yes.
I've heard of throwing curveballs at your audience,
but
I never heard of throwing a curveball directly into your audience's face and injuring their soul. The only thing more disappointing than the actual rule set was how they announced it and when they announced it. There have been times, I feel like for Series 8 was just announced, right? Series 8 was announced like a week before the actual metagame was revealed. And then here you have them revealing Series 9 3 months before it actually comes out. Like, way to just strip all the interest away from your fan base that are just practicing with their legendary Pokemon and just be like, you don't really have to go get them right now. You can just wait until this new series comes out where you don't need them. As if it wasn't hard enough to play on Battle Stadium already, because you have to get these legendary Pokemon. Now, people just have a reason not to play your game until May.
Yeah. Or to play your game until May and then stop.
Yeah, one or the other.
The only way that they can kind of salvage that is by saying that is by announcing another Players Cup. If they announce another Players Cup in May, then you're going to get plenty of people who are playing. Not in May. I would say it in June. It would be to, you know, gather hype for your game again and to gather hype for your series again and get people actually playing it. Because otherwise, that series is more or less solved. That meta, I would say, is solved. People have figured that out. People are not going to go back in and create new teams, new you know, meta breaking things, because we had so many months of Series 7 already. Like, that one has been played out.
Even for like Series 5 and Series 7, they were so similar.
Yep.
There weren't like too many new introductions into Series 7. I mean, the actual usage stats seemed very similar. Just Tapu Fini was like the new big Pokemon in town. But like, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like Series 7 is drawn out. We've already played so many metagames in Series 7. I feel like we've played, I don't know, we haven't played 2 Players Cup in Series 7, but I don't know. Series 7 was the first one that was 3 months long, and it already feels like too long, right?
For sure.
And on top of it all, it's like they made such a big deal about, oh, we're going to be hack checking all these new legends that are coming in, but like,
where's your checks now, folks?
I guess your check is to delete them. Like, what? I guess the check is to just remove them.
Oh no, the check didn't work, and so they're like, all right, you know what? Nuke the whole thing.
We can't stop these kids from using their shiny Moltres. Oh no, like,
it just didn't work. So I mean, I'm not super impressed by that.
Is there anyone here that's actually happy about this change? Wait, did you guys hate the legendary? Yeah, like I don't know. I'm curious because I know some people find it difficult to get the legends, and I get that. But I mean, too bad, I guess.
Well, sure, but I don't think that's an excuse. I don't think that's a very good excuse at all. To be like, oh, I can't get my legends, so I'm not going to play with them,
Mm, that's fair.
and to
I mean, the
give
game.
people another 3 months before they're like, all right, now we're taking it away. To even say like, if Series 9 included more than just one legendary, if we went to like the two that I was talking about before, like that gives people even more time to go and get these extra Pokemon.
You have no idea how much I wanted to play GS Cup just so I can have a Reshiram and a Groudon on the same team. I
Mm,
was waiting for that day so much because that's just got to be some disgusting damage that I
yeah.
want to learn about and I want to experience firsthand. I don't know. I mean, there are some bright sides. At least we won't have to see Zacian and Kyogre again, but still, I was just learning how to deal with them.
It's fun. But like the thing about this is you can deal with them.
Just use Incineroar.
I mean, yeah,
Just use Wide Guard. You'll be fine.
that's very true. Incineroar, Wide Guard, that's all you need.
Rillaboom, Kartana, you guys will be okay.
Yeah, I mean, like the fact that Incineroar is just in this game contests a lot of legendaries already, so that's a non-issue.
Hmm. I don't know. It feels like, I feel like Series 8 is getting the Series 6 treatment where they're just jumping right on to the next one without even giving the series like a chance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I was looking at the amount of videos that we uploaded um before they announced Series 9 because like, that's kind of a good gauge
Right.
as to like how long we've been actually playing this metagame because we upload one video every day, so you can assume that, the amount of videos you have is how many days that we've been playing the series. We've only had 15 videos up before they announced a new metagame. Like, how does that make any sense?
Wow, you've done this math.
Like, we've had 15 videos up, and they're just like, okay, guys,
Oh
time for the
my.
next one. We're done here. Like,
Oh my.
I'm not even close to done with my restricted mons.
Wow.
uh,
Have you done that math? Do you know how many more you're gonna need before you're done?
um, mm, I have it on Showdown somewhere. Just a bunch of teams. A lot. Like 10 or 20. No, not 20. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 11, and then I promised people Calyrex, so 12. And I guess I'm doing the
I don't
Cosmos, so
count that.
13. And then I guess I'm also doing Kyurem blank, so
Uh-huh.
14. I got like 14 left.
Wow.
But still,
Cute.
14 equals like what? 4 weeks? 5 weeks for us? Because I only upload like 3 videos a week.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And then you get the other ones, and then we do something else for the other days.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I never considered the fact that, you
We do the channel together.
do
Yeah.
less. Yeah, no, I mean like you do less than before.
Yeah, technically. I mean,
Yeah.
I have less Pokemon to work with, so it's kind of nice, and I don't have to use Soul Rock anymore, so that's really nice. And the one Pokemon that I did use was a Mantine, so that doesn't even count.
Yeah, that's fair.
I used Kyogre twice.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right. Well, that was our opportunity to gush and complain about what's going on with Series 9, because personally I this is a Pokemon and esports podcast. So when things are, in my opinion, bad for Pokemon and esports, I'm going to be talking about it. This hurts me. This hurts what I'm doing. Yeah.
do you think that metagame wise, Series 7 is a more balanced metagame than Series 8?
Maybe. But I
I don't know
think
yet. I'm gonna look at YouTube
I think
stats.
Series 8 is more closely tied to what Pokemon is.
That's
I think
very fair.
Pokemon, it includes all of these legendaries. I think Groudon is a major part of the meta. The Groudon Xerneas problem that was before. It
Mhm.
was an unhealthy combination, but it was good for the game because at least it included them. This is the Dexit that I don't like. because they're bringing in Pokemon, they're giving you a taste of it, and then in that same vein, they're like, all right, now take them away.
It's like giving you a cheeseburger, but then taking it away after the first bite.
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. But I mean, it'll be back. Series 9 will happen, and then, people might drop off, but then Series 10 will almost certainly bring it back, or we'll have news of something else coming on the horizon, and we won't have to worry about it as much.
there are a couple of redeeming factors though that could potentially happen for Series 9, because the only real thing they told us, there has to be I know that usually Game Freak does things, or like Play Pokemon does things that have absolutely no purpose, rhyme, or reason. But there has to be a reason why they announced it 3 months early. Like they purposefully announced it with enough time to get people talking about it, to get people mad about it, and right before Pokemon Day.
Yeah.
So it's either one of two things. Either they didn't want to get people mad on Pokemon Day, or they got something planned. But I wanted to say that for a little bit later, because there are ways that they can still save this. Because the only thing that was announced was, hey, we're going to remove restricteds again, but everything else in the game is still fair game.
Yeah.
Now, will the game look the same in May? That's the question.
Who knows?
Yeah.
All right. So with that, let's go and take a break. Let's go and take a breath. And then when we come back, we're going to be talking about Pokemon Day, because that is also one of the, saving graces. One of the things that we have to look forward to right now. So we're going to do that when we come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. TechPug VGC says, yo, Pokésports, I've been trying out Zekrom and have a team idea. Should I make a team and post it in rental codes? Yes, please. Yes, please. Post that in rental codes. We'll check it out. And we might use it.
Also, if you guys are listening to this,
or if you're not, even if you're not,
hey, yeah, we're gonna be having a member stream after this stream. Well, a couple minutes after this stream, where me and Mike are just gonna play some League. So if you're interested, because we're so pissed off as that we're just gonna play another video game. So if you guys are interested, it'll be a members only stream. So become a member. You also get some dope emotes.
Yeah, that's fair. All right.
Mike still has hair.
Mike still has hair. Mike still has hair.
Oh yeah, you didn't shave your head.
Well,
you said you were gonna do it.
And then I actually looked it up, and it turns out that hairstylists and barbers were all closed until Monday. So.
Oh wow! Why?
Yeah. Well, if you weren't aware, we have a pandemic going on, and
well, why specifically Monday?
because we're opening some stuff back up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can I shave your head? I grow my own hair, so I should be qualified to shave yours.
Oh, is that what makes you qualified? I see. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, Joshua says Series 7 is really balanced in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's a problem necessarily with Series 7. I think it's going to look, I think the first 3 to 4 weeks of Series 9 are going to look almost identical to the end of Series 7. Certainly much different than the beginning of Series 7, where everybody's experimenting with different things. My point is more that Series 7, I should say, is solved, and people know what the best Pokemon of Series 7 are. Now it's entirely possible to, keep innovating and keep changing things, but when you're just going right back to something that you've already been innovating and changing for, the better part of 3 to 4 months, there's very little you can continue to do.
Yeah, I feel like it's not that it's unbalanced, it's that we've been here before.
Yes.
And what else is there to learn? It's like taking calculus twice. You already know calculus.
Yeah.
I want to move to calc too, I want to move on. But yeah, especially since I missed a lot of the legendary formats with VGC 19 and
Yeah,
VGC 18. So it's like this was kind of not my first experience with Legends in the format, but I'm somewhat new to it and I kind of enjoyed it. I like seeing these big old Goliaths fighting each other instead of this, Pincurchin. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a big difference.
By the way, Grubby says, "Oh, I'm not a member. I'm a patron. Don't worry, we got you covered too. Members, patrons, both of you guys, we got you. No worries."
Yeah.
Yeah. Pokesports at Pokesports, electric clippers, and then a regular razor while in the shower. Works. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. Yeah.
Clogs shower.
Legit. I like me a fade. So
I was just about to ask you, get one of those fancy fades though, right?
Yeah. But facts.
I cut my hair today.
Did you?
I cut my tips, my rooting tips, and shaved my sideburns. Not shaved, but like trimmed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just used a beard trimmer.
Good for you.
It worked just fine.
I'm proud of you. All right. Cool. Which Restricted Mon was my favorite to use in Series 8? Right now...
Mantine. Sorry, I mean Kyogre.
That's the end of the podcast, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. A big thanks to Mod Tofu and nobody else.
Sorry, Pierre, you broke a website this week.
No, he didn't. I hope
you guys
everybody
are listening
knows.
to this. Pokesports.org is back up. Sorry.
Yes. That was not Pierre's fault at all. That was entirely probably mine. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Yes. So cool. We're back.
What position are we both playing in League? I could play jungle and support. Mike can play like everything else plus jungle.
I usually go for mid these days because I have trust issues. So anyway, let's bring it back to series 9. Let's bring it back to the podcast. Here we go. And we're back. Welcome back, everybody. Some fun conversations in the chat. So everybody knows, we are now trying to get into streaming after the podcast. Just kind of unwinding. Today we're going to be playing League. So I mean, if anybody who's listening right now is considering watching live, there is always that we're going to be doing after for the members and for the patrons. So just a little bit of extra stuff for them. Of course, speaking of extra stuff, patrons at patreon.com/Pokesports podcast have access to this podcast that comes out on Wednesdays, a full day early, as well as another podcast that we do called The League. The League is the thing that we do every month. The Page is the thing that we do after every podcast. That's just kind of Kevin and my chance to unwind and chat about the day or the week and things on our mind. What's up?
We could technically stream the Page too.
You just really want to play League today?
No. I'm just saying we could that could just be a thing that we do. We could stream the Page after the podcast. We're brainstorming live. Sorry.
We could stream the Page after the podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Yeah. We'll talk Page and then we'll
play Liege.
We'll play Liege. But that's confusing because we call something else the Liege. That's our monthly tournament from Patreon as well.
We'll call it the leg.
The leg.
We'll take an E out.
Gross. I hate it.
We'll take an E.
Oh boy, I hate all of this.
Pokemon Series 9 sucks. Back on point.
Thank you very much. You brought us right back. Patreon. That is where all of that goes down. And coming soon, will be a very special series of pages. So just keep an eye out for that. That's major project that we're working on right now. Anyway, we're talking Pokemon Day here.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at our notes, and I'm like, you can see how much we want Series 9 to be good, because underneath Pokemon Day waiting room, we have ways Pokemon Day can save Series 9.
Yeah, it needs to be saved. It's hanging on by its fingers from a plane elevated
Yeah.
about 7,000 feet above the air. It's only got one pinky left.
Oh boy.
So.
Oh, we're falling, folks. All right. So what are some ways that Pokemon Day can save Series 9? Let's talk about it. Obviously, the introduction of a new game would help.
Yeah.
But even more than that, if we even want to keep it on Sword and Shield, which feels like still a new game, to be honest, just bring in some new DLC with the rest of the Pokemon. We have enough to fill up an entire expansion. Maybe toss in a new Calyrex, a new Urshifu, something for people to sink their teeth into with this DLC. Maybe some new variants. Maybe try and change up the meta a little bit.
I mean, they definitely have enough time from now until May to release a DLC, especially if they kept this DLC on the big hush hush. Considering the fact that they have, it's been announced that they've been working on the next generation game back before Sword and Shield was even released, so they've had plenty of time to work on that game and also make DLC. And on top of that, we're only missing not that many Pokemon.
I think
right?
It's like in the 60s. Yeah.
So I'll even one up you there. Skip the DLC. No one wants fetch quests. Just open the whole dex again. Give me a patch. Give me my dex back, and then maybe I can use Toucannon in Series 9.
That's that's nice.
That's never gonna happen. But I would just rather do that.
Oh, but that's such a good idea. Remove the legendaries if you're adding in the other Pokemon.
Yeah, I don't care about that. You can get rid of legendaries. I can wait to use those. Give me Murkrow. Give me Beedrill. I'm naming very bad Pokemon, but I'm sure there's something out there that's good that exists. I'm just not mentioning it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there any good Pokemon left that is unreleased?
Now, this would actually justify the move, though, back to Series 9. This was wholeheartedly justify going back. Because, everything so far in their series changes has been, you could kind of wrap your head around why. When they brought out the top 10 or top 16, I think it was, used Pokemon for, I want to say Series 6 or 4 or something like that. No, it wasn't even a number. When they did that, it made sense, because it's these Pokemon are really, really good. Let's see what happens when we take them out. These Pokemon are used most often. Let's see what happens when we take them out. When they brought in the expansions, they let you use all of the expansion Pokemon. That just made sense. When they went over to Series 8, and they included all the legendaries, we had enough time to go and get them. That made sense. Series 9, if you're going back, that doesn't make sense. But if you're going back and saying, we're just not going to bring in any legendaries, we're going to bring in some Pokemon, but we don't want to tell you anything about it yet, that might make sense.
Now, I'm looking at a list of currently unobtainable Pokemon in Sword and Shield.
Yes.
And I gotta say, most of these are very unimpressive, but there's a handful of very good Pokemon that are not currently in Sword and Shield that would, I think, drastically change the meta had they have the opportunity to come back. I'll just go through a couple of them that I'm scrolling through. You got Muck, and not regular Muck. I'm talking about Alolan Muck, which was disgustingly good.
Yeah.
You have things like Sheer Force Feraligatr can make an impact. Pretty much every starter, actually. You have Infernape, you have Serperior, Breloom. You would introduce another Spore user. Breloom's not in the game. Hariyama's a pretty good Trick Room. Fighting type, I don't think I'll say that much of an appearance. Empoleon's kind of bad. Staraptor. I can see Staraptor with Dynamax Airstream doing some serious work. Murkrow with Honchkrow, Gliscor, Gligar. I said Superior. Minior, Mike's favorite Minior.
Yeah.
Minior will come back.
Listen, I will
think
say
has
this
a
right
place
now.
too.
I will say this right now. If Minior comes back, I will stream twice a week, and at least 2 battles will include a Minior team.
And how could we forget Greninja?
Greninja.
That would drastically change the meta as well. Greninja.
Yeah.
You got Pyroar, Florges, a couple of not
Florges
great
is
Pokemon.
good though.
Yeah, not great Pokemon, but still really legit. Like you could definitely make something happen with them.
Mm-hmm.
And these are a bunch of Pokemon that I think would impact the metagame at least a little bit. Some of them might even make top 10.
Certainly.
So yeah, like you can definitely drastically change the meta with just these incoming Pokemon. Just the starters alone. This has been a very it's been a very good year for starters because so many starters are just in the top, like the top 10s and the top 20s. It's actually ridiculous. I don't think I've ever seen these many starters in the top percentages.
Antonio in the chat says that he wants Crabominable.
Oh, that's true. Crabominable will come back. A Slaking. You could have a Slaking and neutralizing gas. Slacking.
Wow.
Slacking. The truant thing. The sleepy boy.
I know you have a tendency to mispronounce Pokemon names, but ooh boy.
It's actually Mr. Vist. It's actually a Floofy, not a Flaffy.
It's a Floofy. Oh, that's actually cute though. A Floofy. So what else though? We've got the new DLC or new game and or new game.
Here's my next proposition.
Okay.
So we had the Isle of Armor.
Uh-huh.
We had the Crown Tundra. I think it's about time we go back to the Stone Age.
Oh.
Mega Stones return.
No.
They have the option to just bring back Megas whenever they want. The items are literally coded in the game. They just have to flip a switch and then have all the Megas reappear. If Megas are reappearing in whatever DLC they want to announce, the Isle of Rock Tundra, I don't care, then at least I would understand legendaries not being allowed, right? Because to have a Mega, a Legendary, and Dynamax on the same team, it'd be a little bit toxic.
All at once is a little much.
Yeah, so, hey, I feel like they can balance Megas. If they don't allow Megas to Dynamax, have that get the Zamazentization treatment. Like, oh, you can't Dynamax. You're very good, but you can't get better than that, right? I think that could be balanced. It could be. It'll be, kind of annoying at first, but I'm pretty sure people can find a way around it. Because remember, VGC 19 existed, Ultra Series 19 existed. People still played it. People still did fine. There are ways around these very toxic strategies. And hey, it might actually feel refreshing getting to see like a Mega Kangaskhan be used again or a Mega Metagross be used again, right?
I'm very, very curious now that we've kind of had this conversation about next week. I kind of wish that there was no talk about Series 9 because all it did was accomplish getting most people mad. Because if you're saying that you're going back and you're just removing stuff, like how well did that work out when you announced Dexit? Like it's just not, it's not a good thing. But if they were to, after next week, be like, hey, we're bringing in all this stuff and then also announce Series 9 on the side, they wouldn't do it on actual Pokemon Day because they don't care to talk about their esports during their actual their presentations. Then everybody could, make their assumptions and be like, oh, okay, well, we know that Mega Audino is going to be in the game, so we're probably going to be able to use Mega Audino in Series 9. That would be really cool. So I'm curious if I really hope that we're calling at least one of these.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of it from like a PR standpoint, right?
Mega Gigantamax Charizard. Why?
No, thanks. Next.
Mega Gigantamax Charizard X.
Let's pass on all these.
Use your Z move.
No, Z crystals can stay dead. Ain't no one dancing.
Are those coded in the game?
I don't think so. They were way too lazy to code animations. They're not coding the Z moves in again.
It can be patched. Dynamax Ash Greninja is very funny to me, actually.
Ash Greninja is illegal in VGC though.
Oh, that's fair.
Too good.
Anything goes.
But yeah, like I was saying, I'm trying to think of it from like a PR standpoint, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon has never been notoriously great for PR.
Correct.
But what better way to hype people up than to disappoint them before the hype, right? Like when you just bring their expectations down to the ground.
Yeah.
It's so easy to just lift them back up. So who knows? I mean, I feel like arguably, if they announced Megas were coming back, theoretically speaking, and then they say, oh, but we're moving, and then right after, like, but we're removing Legends from the metagame, that would still anger some people.
I mean, yeah.
But if you remove them first and then say, but wait, we got Megas, that's a little bit better. So who knows?
Wrong. You're not wrong.
Who knows? We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Maybe nothing will happen, and we'll just be even more disappointed, and I'll be happy to have disappointed you guys even further.
Yeah, I mean, we have hope. There is, we are among the people who
mostly
metaphorically lost all that money in GME and AMC, and we're still holding the bag, and we're like, no, you know what? We'll just give it one more week, just one more week, and then we'll be fine.
We have so much hope just because we just believe this can't possibly be reality, where we revert our series back to the original.
Yeah, exactly. Like they they bring it back to pre-Crown Tundra days, just plus the Crown Tundra Pokemon. Like,
yeah. You ever see that meme? I know you've seen that meme where it's just you click the upgrade button and then the upgrade is worse than the original. Just like go back. It's what's happening right now.
Exactly. Lupus just drops a big ol' hodl in the chat. Hodl. It's all right. We're diamond hands over here. All right, folks. So I think with that is going to be the end of our little podcast. I want to thank everybody for joining us today, and everybody everybody who joined us and talked about Series 9 with us and Pokemon Day. Next week, hopefully, we're going to be having a much more positive outlook of what's going on. I'm fully imagining a world where
Pokemon Day.
Exactly. I fully imagine a world where we like start up the podcast with just like a
it'd be like, hi, I'm Mike, and I play with 2 Pokemon in the field. I'm Kevin, and what just happened?
I'm Mike, and I always play with 2 Pokemon on the field. I'm playing forever. Yes. Thank you to everybody who joined us live on Monday, this new day, at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard.
Never heard of a Monday before.
What's a Monday? Heard of it?
This new day, Monday.
Exactly. There's a lot of places that you can find us. Of course, you can still find us playing Series 8 on YouTube, where we put out videos every single day on the different Pokemon that there are in the Crown Tundra.
We should boycott Series 9. Just refuse to play.
Just turn it into a League of Legends channel for 3 months. Let's see how good that does. All right, cool. You can find us on Twitter at PokesportsPod. You can find us on Instagram at Pokesports Podcast, or on Apple Podcasts, or anywhere you find your podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, any of that good stuff at Pokesports Podcast.
You can find podcasts on YouTube. We're on YouTube right now.
That's fair. You can go to patreon.com/PokesportsPodcast, where we do so much stuff, including the league, including the page, including the those are the 2 things that we do.
a lot of patrons got some pretty sick legends today, so
yes, fair.
Sorry missed out. Maybe next month.
There you go. I want to thank patrons like Ahmed, Dante, Elijah, Gilberto, Michael, Braden, Colton, Sheldon, Trevor, Alex, Brian, Carlo, Dream Weaver, Lewis, Roixon, Scott, Alex, Dustin, Joseph, King Boo, Martine, Michael, Rowan, Travis, Jackass, Jack B, Totter, gotta catch 'em all, Jonathan, Juancito, Chris, Greg, Ellie Caveman, George, Mod Pierre, and Pink Hat Boy, and Ryan Sowen, and of course, Mod Tofu. I wish I had more to.
Oh, gotta catch up. Boosh.
Gotta catch a boosh. Big thanks to M Dash for every single second of every single piece of music that you hear on this podcast, including the intro theme that we have that only plays sometimes. But you know, want to appreciate you for that. Go and check out M Dash, really good. Anyway, thanks everybody for joining us. We'll catch you next week. Kevin, you got anything to say?
Bye.
I'm just going to fade out the music here. I started playing the music. It might have been really loud. Who knows?